It's been said that we live in a fractal reality, that as it is above, so it is below. In that same spirit, it has also been suggested that human beings are not unlike cells within an organism, in the sense that they exist as individuals, have jobs, eat, defecate, procreate, interact with their environment, and are part of a larger organism. That organism is our home, planet Earth. And by now, there's no doubt in anyone's mind that it is in decline. But is it indicative of the end? Or could it mark the beginning of something new, something better? Let's take a look at another world in transition, the caterpillar. After living a life of excess consumption and complete imbalance with its environment, the caterpillar reaches a point where it can no longer sustain its hungry citizenry of billions. All systems begin to break down. Panic everywhere. Some cells even commit suicide. It all seems hopeless. And yet, in the middle of all the chaos and seemingly out of nowhere, new cells emerge which, even though have the exact same DNA makeup as the other cells, behave and react very differently to their environment. These are called imaginal cells. And they are the conceivers, architects, and builders of the new world soon to be known as the butterfly. Told me you had great news. What happened today?
Yeah, man, we had a call from a city official at South Padre Island, and we were just following up with him because we had reached out to them because we wanted to see about what's the process of working in their city, if we had to get any permits or licenses. And they said they was going to send our information to their director today, which is very exciting.
Tony Bogan is the founder and CEO of GreenZone, a recycling company that is looking to shake up the recycling industry by flipping the financial incentive structure on its head in favor of the consumer. GreenZone's objective is twofold: to incentivize individuals to take responsibility for recycling, while at the same time educating the public about digital assets known as cryptocurrencies.
Integrating real-world use case to a token, you're combining the real world, which has tangible items in the real world, i.e. the cans, the cardboard, the aluminum. All that still has the value, and you're just turning it into GZX, which is an asset. So that value is just transferred from going to a landfill or a sea turtle choking. Here it is getting turned into an asset, and you know those recyclables are being repurposed to be reused over and over again.
GreenZone's business model literally turns trash into digital gold.
With GreenZone, we wanted to give people a way to earn a passive income by simply recycling. It doesn't take much to recycle. It was the idea of, hey, get people in the crypto space without having to invest their money. If you're going to pay, you're paying for the service of GreenZone, which is way cheaper than the competition, plus you're still earning the cryptocurrency in the back end.
Today is the GreenZone AMA with Swift Blockchain. Just stand by. Tony's actually on YouTube, Instagram, on a number of platforms.
27 years old. I live in Texas now. Started this company with my fiance, Krishna, Razo, and we wanted to make a difference in the world for our child. We have a 7-month-old baby, and cryptocurrency we were already invested in, so it was coming together and coming up with an idea that we can teach other people about cryptocurrencies and reward people and clean the earth and keep Earth sustainable with this new technology.
Since we were almost about to give birth to our son, I started worrying well, maybe this is not gonna be enough because everybody was going through the COVID crisis, right? So I was not working because I was pregnant, and I started encouraging him to start a business.
I was watching Pokio with my son, he had a newborn son, and I was like, well, we need to do something for him. And I was drinking a beer, and I was like, damn, This is 10 cents. And at the time, Tron was like 5 or 4 cents. I was like, yo, if you collect 1 million of these bottles, if Tron is gonna go to $1, and Krishna was like, oh wow, that's a genius idea, babe. You should do it. You should start a business. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna risk it and try it and see where it goes. I mean, at least I know crypto is gonna be here, and I know, I mean, if not, at least I could say I attempted and I failed, but at least I tried. GreenZone is focused on educating people about recycling. We're not focused on the price of the token. We believe that more people come together and recycle and turn the waste into an asset, the value will go up. Here in America, the recycling industry is worth over $200 billion, and a lot of customers are exploited through recycling. So we're giving people an opportunity where they can recycle and be a part of this asset class without investing money.
My name is Anthony Flores. I work with Frank's Auto Parts, CTO there. At first I was thinking like, hey, you're gonna be able to lower down the price, perfect. You know, like I'm already getting reamed over here, you know, paying $500 a month just for, you know, recycling. But he told me, no, we'd be happy to pay you. So come on, quit the BS. Say, wait, you're telling me you're gonna pay me for the recycling? Like,
a lot of people think it's too good to be true down here. They're like, they're gonna pay me? Nah, it's a scam. They're gonna pay me. Like, no, we're really gonna pay you.
I think I was making it more complex in my head, but he just narrowed it down to like, this is what we're doing. Moving this to this and giving you this. Pretty much, you need to get paid for what you are doing, and where no one else is getting paid for this.
A lot of people still are not comprehending the fact that a lot of these recycling companies are charging and exploiting customers and charging from up to $400 to take their waste while they're making the money on the back end. So if we can come in as a community and do work together and make this cheaper, you could bring people's utility bills to zero.
Basically everything is recyclable. You can do from compost to whatever, so everything basically is recyclable. If we wanted to, we would have zero landfill.
We're trying to get contracts with the city, with the school district, you know. We're trying to grow this company with the community, with the country, and hopefully expand to other countries.
My goal is to become the Amazon of recycling. That's, since day one, that's been my mission of, I don't want to have my own yards. I'm not here to put people out of business. I'm not trying to replace nobody. I provide a service that's going to reward you. I pick up the recyclables and I take it there myself, and that money I get goes back into the token. And this is when they weigh us here, and they show how much we had. So we had 3,000 pounds, but of course that's the weight of the truck too. So they calculate it, and then we see what we get, and then that money goes back into GZX.
Currently, less than 20% of Americans are invested in or have invested in cryptocurrencies, and even fewer truly understand the promise offered by distributed ledger technology and its most prominent offshoot, the blockchain. But what makes the blockchain so special? For one, it's decentralized, meaning there is no one governing authority controlling the asset. Secondly, it's completely transparent and totally immutable. It's there for everyone to see, and it cannot be altered. This world-changing technology has been called the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Its applications extend far beyond those of a currency and simple store of value. From banking the unbanked, to tracking supply chains, to fractionalizing real estate assets, to creating tamper-proof and transparent voting systems, the use cases for DLT and blockchain technologies are as limitless as the human mind. And as far from Mother Nature as we have strayed as a species, at our core, we are still her children. And as we get more in tune with her, we come to realize that nature herself is decentralized and transactional. Perhaps DLT and blockchain technologies are helping to bring us closer into alignment with natural, universal flow. Regardless, one thing remains certain. Our world is at a tipping point. Old systems of power, economics, and social control no longer fit the evolving human spirit. The Imaginals have arrived. The new world is being built. It's time for the butterfly.
I just want to make the world a better place for my son, so when he grows up, he can be established and he can tell his kids and be like, hey, your granddad turned waste into an asset, and that's why we recycle.